Hey y'all, welcome to Spice Me Up. Join us as we nourish our bodies, minds, and souls together, making every day a little brighter and more fulfilling. In a world full of challenges and uncertainties, we often find ourselves seeking inspiration. Sometimes that inspiration comes from the most unexpected places. Today we turn to a classic literary figure who embodies strength, boldness, and brightness, Scarlett O'Hara from Gone with the Wind. It's a story of love, loss, resilience, and the unyielding spirit of a woman determined to survive, no matter the odds. Imagine plantations bathed in sunshine, grand balls filled with swirling hoop skirts, and the backdrop of a nation torn apart by conflict. A world where Scarlett learns that true strength comes from within, and that sometimes you have to fight tooth and nail for what you believe in. Get ready to be inspired. Scarlett O'Hara. The name conjures up images of beauty, charm, and an iron will. We meet Scarlett as a young belle of the South. She's the epitome of Southern charm, with her green eyes and flirtatious spirit. Life on Tara, her family's plantation, is one of luxury and ease. Scarlett is surrounded by admirers vying for her attention, but beneath the surface lies a steely determination. Scarlett is headstrong and independent, traits that set her apart in a society that values docility in its women. The winds of war are gathering, threatening to tear apart the very fabric of her existence. The Civil War explodes, casting a long shadow over Tara and the South. Life as Scarlett knows it crumbles around her. Gone are the lavish parties and carefree days. Scarlett faces unimaginable loss. The war claims the lives of those she holds dear, leaving her reeling. Tara, her beloved plantation, is ravaged by war, a stark reminder of all that has been lost. Yet even in the face of despair, Scarlett's spirit refuses to be extinguished. She clings to Tara, the last vestige of her former life, with unwavering determination. She becomes the pillar of strength for her family, a beacon of hope in the darkest of times. She holds on to one unwavering belief: I'll think about it tomorrow. As the war rages on, Scarlett's strength and resourcefulness become her greatest assets. She transforms from a pampered Southern belle into a pragmatic survivor. Scarlett takes on the role of provider, working tirelessly to rebuild Tara and secure her family's future. She challenges societal expectations, embracing unconventional roles to make ends meet. She even takes up the reins of the plantation, proving that a woman can be just as capable as any man. Through trials and tribulations, Scarlett's character is forged in the fires of adversity. The war may be ending, but a new chapter is about to begin, one filled with its own unique challenges and triumphs.
Scarlett O'Hara. She's like a beautiful flower, but with thorns. She's the epitome of a steel magnolia, delicate on the outside, but with a core of pure steel. Remember those moments when she lost everything? The war, her family, even Tara, her beloved home, hanging by a thread. Most would crumble, but not Scarlett. She held on to hope, even when it seemed foolish. And talk about speaking her mind. Scarlett didn't mince words. She was direct, sometimes even shockingly blunt in a society that prized feminine decorum. She reminds us that it's okay to be ourselves, even if it ruffles a few feathers along the way. But it's her actions that truly speak volumes. This is a woman who, with her own two hands, lifted a plantation from the ashes. She didn't wait for someone to rescue her. Now that's inspiration we can all use.
Love, oh love, Scarlett's story is a tapestry woven with threads of love both lost and found. She experiences the kind of passionate love that consumes you, the kind that poets write about. Her love for Ashley, the handsome yet indecisive neighbor, is a classic case of wanting what you can't have. This unattainable love drives her, fuels her ambition, and ultimately teaches her about self-discovery. And then there's Rhett Butler, the dashing rogue who sees right through Scarlett's facade. He's captivated by her spirit, her fire, but also frustrated by her stubborn heart. Their relationship is a whirlwind of passion, arguments, and ultimately heartbreak. Through these experiences, Scarlett shows us that love is a journey, not a destination, but it's in those moments of heartbreak that we discover our own resilience and learn to love ourselves even more.
Let's talk about hustle. Scarlett O'Hara was the queen of side hustles before the term even existed. Remember when she took over the lumber mill? In a time when women were expected to be nothing more than wives and mothers, Scarlett defied societal norms and became a businesswoman. She saw an opportunity and she seized it, even if it meant getting her hands dirty and facing criticism from those who thought a woman's place was in the parlor, not the boardroom. She wasn't afraid to work hard, to get her hands dirty, and to fight for what she believed in. She understood that survival often meant adapting to change, even if it meant bending the rules a little, or a lot. She reminds us that we have the power to create our own destiny, even when the odds are stacked against us.
One of the most inspiring things about me is my ability to bend the wind to my will. I refuse to be a victim of circumstance.
Remember when Scarlett married for financial security? It wasn't about love, it was about survival. Scarlett understood that sometimes you have to make tough decisions, even if they're not always popular or easy.
I was a master of reinvention, adapting to each new challenge with fierce determination.
Scarlett's story is a reminder that we all have the power to write our own stories. It's about having the courage to make tough choices and the resilience to keep going, even when the going gets tough. Now you might be thinking, okay, Scarlett's story is epic, but what does a Southern belle from the 1800s have to do with my life? Well, hold on to your hats, because here's the thing. Scarlett's struggles are timeless. They resonate with our own experiences, even though we might not be facing down a civil war or wearing hoop skirts. Think about a time when life threw you a curveball. Maybe you lost your job, went through a painful breakup, or faced a health scare. Those moments when the ground feels unsteady beneath your feet, that's the echo of Terra in our time. We all have our own Terra to rebuild, our own battles to fight. Just like Scarlett, we have the power to overcome adversity, to dust ourselves off and say, tomorrow is another day.
Scarlett might have been a product of her time, but her strength, her steel magnolia spirit, that's something we can all cultivate. It's about embracing our inner strength, our ability to persevere, even when we feel like giving up. Think about the women in your life who inspire you. The single mom working 2 jobs to provide for her kids, the entrepreneur chasing her dreams, the friend who always shows up with a smile, even when she's going through tough times. They might not be wearing hoop skirts, but they embody that same steel magnolia spirit. It's about finding that inner strength, that voice inside that says, I've got this. It's about embracing our vulnerability, our emotions, but not letting them define us. So how do we find our inner steel magnolia? It starts with believing in ourselves, even when no one else does.
Scarlett O'Hara, the original hustler. She knew how to make things happen, even when the odds were stacked against her. And guess what? That entrepreneurial spirit, that drive to succeed, it's more relevant than ever in today's world. We're living in a time where the traditional career path is evolving. More and more people are embracing side hustles, freelancing, and entrepreneurship. And just like Scarlett, we're learning to be resourceful, to wear many hats, and to create our own opportunities. Scarlett's story reminds us that we don't have to wait for permission to pursue our dreams. It's about being resourceful, being creative, and never giving up on our goals.
One of the most empowering lessons we can learn from Scarlett is that we have the power to rewrite our own stories. We're not defined by our past mistakes, our heartbreaks, or our failures. Every day is a new opportunity to make different choices, to create a future that aligns with our values and our dreams. It's about asking ourselves, what do I really want? And then having the courage to go after it, even if it means facing our fears, taking risks, and stepping outside of our comfort zones. So, what bold choices are you ready to make? What steps can you take today to move closer to the life you envision for yourself?
Scarlett O'Hara's life was a whirlwind of decisions, each one shaping her destiny. Some were driven by love, others by survival. But each choice, whether deemed right or wrong by society's standards, revealed the depth of her character. Remember her first marriage to Charles Hamilton? It was a decision made in haste, fueled by a desire to spite Ashley, a whirlwind romance that ended as quickly as it began, leaving Scarlett a young widow in a society that shunned such independence. Scarlett understood that sometimes survival required unconventional choices, even if those choices challenged societal norms and came at a personal cost.
Scarlett's ambition was both her greatest strength and her Achilles' heel. It fueled her rise from the ashes of war, but it also blinded her to the true desires of her heart. Her pursuit of Ashley Wilkes, a man who could never truly love her the way she craved, consumed her thoughts and actions for years. This unrequited love became an obsession, preventing her from recognizing the genuine affection offered by Rhett Butler. Her relentless pursuit of wealth and status led her to make choices that ultimately brought her more heartache than happiness. Scarlett's story serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us that ambition, while a powerful driving force, must be tempered with compassion and self-awareness. It's a reminder to check in with our hearts, to ensure that our pursuit of success doesn't come at the expense of our own happiness and the well-being of those we love.
Now let's be real, Scarlett didn't always make the best choices. She could be selfish, manipulative, and downright ruthless at times, but that's the beauty of her character. She was flawed, just like all of us. And it's in those flaws that we find the most valuable lessons. Her stubborn refusal to let go of Ashley, even when it was clear their paths were destined to diverge, reminds us of the importance of letting go. Sometimes, holding on to the past, even if it's a romanticized version of it, prevents us from embracing the possibilities of the present moment. Her relentless pursuit of wealth, often at the expense of genuine connection, serves as a reminder that true happiness cannot be found in material possessions alone. It's about finding a balance between pursuing our ambitions and nurturing the relationships that bring joy and meaning to our lives. Scarlett's journey, with all its twists and turns, encourages us to reflect on our own choices. Are we chasing after shadows, or are we pursuing what truly matters? Are we allowing our past to dictate our future, or are we open to embracing new possibilities? These are the questions Scarlett's story compels us to ask ourselves.
As we close the book on Scarlett O'Hara's epic tale, one thing is clear. Her spirit continues to ignite our imaginations and inspire our hearts. She's a testament to the strength that resides within each of us, the ability to rise above adversity and forge our own destinies. Scarlett's story, though set against the backdrop of a bygone era, speaks to the timeless struggles we all face. Love and loss, resilience and reinvention, the pursuit of dreams, and the importance of staying true to ourselves. She reminds us that life is a journey, not a destination. There will be triumphs and heartbreaks, moments of joy and periods of despair. But through it all, we have the power to choose how we respond, to learn from our experiences, and to emerge stronger on the other side. So, as we bid farewell to Tara and the unforgettable Scarlett O'Hara, let us carry her fire within us. Let us embrace our inner strength, our resilience, and our capacity for love and reinvention. For within each of us lies the potential to live a life as bold, as bright, and as enduring as Scarlett's legacy.
Scarlett O'Hara may have ridden off into the sunset, but her story continues to resonate with readers and viewers generations later. Why? Because her struggles are our struggles, her triumphs, a reflection of our own potential. We see ourselves in Scarlett's determination, her refusal to be defined by circumstance. We admire her entrepreneurial spirit, her willingness to bend the rules and forge her own path. And yes, we even relate to her flaws, her moments of selfishness and her sometimes misguided pursuits. But most importantly, Scarlett's story reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles. Life will throw its share of curveballs, but we have the strength within us to overcome adversity, to learn from our mistakes, and to emerge stronger and wiser on the other side. So the next time you face a challenge, remember Scarlett O'Hara. Channel her resilience, her determination, and her unwavering belief in herself. And never forget that even in the face of adversity, tomorrow is another day, ripe with possibilities for those brave enough to seize them. Enjoyed the video? If you did, please like and share it with someone who might find it helpful. Don't forget to press the subscribe button to keep supporting us and stay updated on our latest content. Thanks for your support.